You guys understand what we're talking about, right? Okay. Even when you're watching me, okay? Like what happened with Mr. Kirk, you know. People on the news and stuff were watching him on the news, and then he was murdered like shortly after this. So you're literally watching his ghost on TV, right? You're not watching Peter Lorre, you're watching Peter Lorre's ghost, Mr. Moto, right? You're not watching Mr. Wong, you're watching Boris Karloff's ghost, right? And so that's why people freak out about the stuff with the cameras and the television cameras and stuff, because it puts people in a state of being where people think they're connected to them, and then there's a lot of communication. Goodbye, Norma Jean, though I never knew you at all. And then there's a lot of noise. It drives a lot of them crazy. Get off me, get off me. Okay, AKAs. It's like, I should think it's hard. You ought to try being the line of King David there, whose life's in the book of Revelation. Seriously. So you're like, you try to explain to people, it's like, when you're humble and you are a faithful source of communication, you don't talk to the ones that have an ego problem that much. When you need to, you talk to them. When you don't need to, you just, ignore and annoying. They amuse you, you acknowledge them. Okay. Right. And so, and I have that. One of the things that helped me the most is called the Surah of the cave. And Muhammad explaining that the others in my family line will, help through and, help that once I do my job, right, which I've already done. Apparently, like it's history doesn't always repeat itself, but it often rhymes. Because you look what happened to Joseph and his siblings, Jesus with his siblings. Jesus, your mom and your brethren want you. Where's my brother? And so on, so on, and so forth. So it perpetuates itself, except the group. Like Bobby Schuller said, Jesus at the wedding thing, just do as he says. No, I'm not going to do as he says, Mom. He's full of shit. Like with my mom. Earl, just do as they say. Earl, just, or they'll kill you. And I'm like, Mom, I'm not worried about being murdered. Okay. I don't want to be murdered. It's insane to murder somebody. Okay. It's insane. It's an act of insanity. Okay. When someone's trying to murder you, you did not murder them. That's self-defense. Okay, like Moses was not a murderer. That man was murdering someone else. Moses stopped him, and the man died because the man wouldn't stop attempting to murder someone else. Do you understand? Okay. So you got to understand applications of physics, linguistics, and people. Moses was not a murderer. Okay. Noah was not a drunk. Okay. Noah got drunk and passed out because he had to lock his stupid family that wouldn't listen out of an ark. If anybody deserves to get maybe drunk or once or twice to try to forget, it's Noah, but he was not a drunk. Okay. He was not a drunkard. Okay. So just because there's one instance, they got one thing in the Bible, he gets drunk and passes out because he had to lock his retarded family out of the ark because they didn't listen and build their own. And then he's a drunk for life, So yeah, like they did with me. Okay. Like they did with me. And, because you sit there and you think about stuff of, I was a very good athlete. I always held myself back. But I was really good. But what happened, like when I played with Tony and those guys at the YMCA? Okay. Instead of people helping me out and saying, hey, I could talk to somebody to get you a scholarship and stuff like that, the gossip was that I was a drug dealer and a really bad person, and that's why I wasn't able to play basketball. And the coach never went and corrected that. But I didn't correct it either because I used my reputation of being a badass that they were terrified of, all the bully jocks, to keep them off of the nerds and from bullying and beating up the nerds. So it didn't bother me none. Not all the jocks were like that, though. Like I said, Jeff Cowan and Adam West were the best. I could talk them into, hey, move his car behind the racquetball courts. I could have so much fun with those guys. They were the class clowns, and I was the class comedian, right? I talked two wrestlers, Sal and Dave, into running naked in ski mask with Bob Cummins. Bob Cummins did it with Bob, but we got it from freaking Billy Crystal. So it was not an original idea, but we just explained it to Dave. Dave listened, and Sal and Dave do it and get caught because Dave's girlfriend was standing next to Wayne Kendall, my basketball coach that didn't yet. Okay, yeah, the one who's a drug dealer or a bad person. He never said that. He said that to my best friend's mom, who he thought I was selling drugs to Bob. It's like, God, I was the most evil drug dealer in the history of Northern. Did you guys know that? You're looking at the most terrible, disgusting, evil drug dealer in the history of the North Valley, Deer Valley High School. Yes. I sold drugs to my best friend, just like James Spader. Yeah, I made Bob have sex, okay, with all the Arizona Cardinals to pay off his drug debt because I sold drugs to them too. I put all my money in foreign bank accounts and everything like that. And the only reason I'm doing this is because Barack Obama worked together with Cash Patel and stole all my money and gave it to the kid from Polymarket and PayPal. Yeah. And so I'm not going to stop until I get all my money back, and then I'm having sex with Jennifer Lopez, Beyonce. Who else do I want to have sex with, guys? Megan Thee Stallion, and all the Jenner girls at the same time. Jenner girls? Oh, the Kardashian girls too. Yeah, them too. Don't forget the Kardashian girls. Yeah, because I'm a total pig. Worse than Mark Anthony ever thought about being. You can't back that up? No, I can't back that up. I'm just being an ass. Why? Because it's funny. Okay. Is it funny? Kind of. Like the one black guy walking around, he says, I saw a white lady, and I started crossing the street. Then there's another white lady across the street, and the guy picked him up in the cab, and he says, he sits there, and he goes, wow, Vishnu, and he goes, oh, Denzel, my name's not Denzel, my name's not Vishnu. Remember that? That shit was funny. Okay, it's funny. What the fuck you know for funny? It is funny. I mean, fucking, you got sitting there with, Richard Pryor sitting there, what happened? Well, I took this girl out on a date. Her dad was sitting there, on the front porch and brought her back home. He's, I was, what's the matter, boy? Well, you see, I took your daughter out and I took her to the dinner. Okay, you went where? You went to dinner, right? Then you went to movie. Then you went to the fair. And you also got her something to eat. How much? That's like $80. Yeah, you must have a pretty good job. Yeah, okay. Tamika, come out here and give this boy some pussy. And bring your mama too. I mean, that shit was funny. Okay. So lots of records back in the day when I was a kid and the Mormon church was eavesdropping on the Cunningham house. This kid's evil. He's listening to stuff and not saying, in the name of the Lord, I cast out the demons. I cast out the demons. I need millions of dollars and billions of followers. Or is it billions of followers and millions? No, you want to keep it to the millions of followers with the billions of dollars. Right. Well, because you want less people and more money. Because the more people you add, the more problems you have. The more money you have, the less problems you have. People are stupid enough to kill people over money. Wait, that doesn't make any fucking sense. No, it doesn't. Okay, Tamika, come out here and give this boy some pussy. I renounce you in the name of... Shh. We're going through the haunted mansion. Okay, Tamika. And bring Mr. Gracie too. Okay. No, I don't know. Oh, Caitlyn Jenner says bring Mr. Gracie. Okay. He's got a British accent. He's cute. Yeah, but he's gotten older. Well, so has Caitlyn Jenner. You're funny. I can tell jokes. I got jokes there. Okay. Earl, I turn me loose. Now you're Fabian. I'm the ghost of Fabian. You're not paying attention, are you? Okay. Like this whole video, this is the ghost of Earl. Yeah. I could be Marcusio and be a grave man in the morrow. And I still can't find Sly Kitty. Yeah, that's got me a little depressed. That's sad. So I'm seeing no Sly Kitty at the window, sitting there going in and pick him up and take him into the cat room. The last time I ever touched him and picked him up, he was sitting there fussing about stuff, and he was mad at at Betsy. And it's like, because she doesn't poop and pee on things, so she doesn't tear up the furniture. She uses the cat box and she doesn't tear up furniture, and she uses the cat box in a room that's not one of the occupied. Yeah. Okay, they won't. And so they don't understand. It's like, no, because you won't do certain things, even though we try to train you, you still do whatever you want because you're like feral. And then you get mad at the cat that, I'm gonna have to go get me some of the girls from the Humane Society. So, he's probably gone. Yeah, my little Sly. We shall miss him. Yeah, he was a good cat. You guys saw him plenty of times. I put the ghost of Sly on these videos a lot of time. Yeah, he's cute. Yeah. He looked like Sylvester. Yeah, that's why we called him Sly. Because he's supposed to chase birds, catch birds, and eat birds, and he chased and caught his. Phil. And now all the people, it's the ghost of the bird. It's not the ghost of the birds. It's just nature stuff like that happens sometimes. Yeah. Coyotes, dogs, cars. Who knows? It could be numerous amounts of things. You never know. So it's part of life. And when we're living the Lord's Prayer, that's still going to happen. There's still going to be coyotes and less cars, but cars and dogs. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Are you kidding? The pit bulls, the ones that killed the dog over there and then got taken and destroyed, they almost got Zeke one day. Zeke was sitting by the window, and they came in the yard, and he bust through the screen and went out there. One of them got him, and the other one got him. And I ripped open the door, and rah! And they took off. They had him on the neck. It doesn't take them long to kill him. No, they're fast. And I came out, and and they were gone. I was like, Zeke, I tell you, and you wanted to take on those coyotes. Okay. I ain't getting bit for you, boy. I didn't have to. I yelled at them and they took off like a rocket. They were like, shit. I came out, raw. I did the Alan Gibson, raw. I came out and just let them have it. And they took off. Zeke's my dog, man. That's my boy. I ain't going to let him kill my boy. Okay. That's Katie's boy. Okay. He died the old-fashioned way. He was an old man, probably close to about, almost 20. He was old. Okay, he was very old. He lived a long, long, long doggy life. Who knows how long and how much healthier he could have lived if we'd lived in the Hamptons, or Jackson Hole. And I had Will Smith money, right? He could have been 24 or so. Could have been one of the longest living healthy dogs in the history of healthy doggydom. The world may never know. The world will know in the future. Yeah. We'll see much longer dogs can live when they can have really healthy conditions in a really nice adobe house, and you know what I'm saying? And we'll see how well the weather can be when we're not blowing up oil tankers and not using oil to mass murder each other and invent industry that's insane and psychotic and blow each other up with drones because we're feeling lucky, and you crazy ass batshit motherfuckers. Yeah, they are. I know. So, crazy. But yeah, you guys do know. Great Caesar's Ghost. No, don't even go there. There's nothing great about Caesar. No. Not one of them. No, there's nothing great about the president. Jesus doesn't claim to be great. Jesus claims to be a humble, holy man of righteous faith, and that the power and the glory is Jehovah, God. Okay. And that he's nothing without the power and glory of God. And he would have no faith to stand on if it wasn't for the glory of God. And he would not declare himself God for all of Great Caesar's Ghost and all of Great Caesar's Ghost and Pharaoh's money. I tell you, beloved, I need more money, and I'm out on a mission to go worldwide to get more. I am Michael Youssef, and I support this message. I am a complete douchebag. Okay. He knows it. He's Egyptian. Yeah. He's probably one of the relatives of one of the people that, I had to, my relative had to get money from the three wise men to make it to Alexandria and then survive there until we went back to Nazareth. And so I'm sharing memories. Yeah, Jesus is going, most likely, okay. I know a bullshit artist when I smell one. He does not like Michael Youssef at all. No, Jesus does not like Michael Youssef. Or you can take that to the fake phony ass home invasion bank. Okay. You're talking about people that put a virtual presence in people's houses with their little gospel things that read you the gospels in your language. And if people aren't doing stuff like that, they set them up for genocidal operations. Like they did in Haiti with all the people that were in the earthquakes and stuff. They do it all the time. They see it as like the Mormon church, with the homosexuals. We're just correcting bad behavior. It's just good ethnic cleansing from sinners. Love the sinner, hate the sin. And then they see life's eternal, grace is infinite, so they think they're doing the right thing. Are you applying the physics of the Lord's Prayer and sharing the faith of Psalms and the wisdom of Proverbs. Oh. Well, then you're just using money and technology to be a douchebag. Okay. Thank you very much. Okay, so hey, I correct the shit, man. So I don't mean to. I don't mean to. It shouldn't be have to. The Gospels don't need correction. The assholes that murder when they make shit up and try to turn the reality into fantasy so they can sell you invention, they get corrected because they are wrong and I am right. They are bad and I am good and I am the way, the truth, and the life, and they are a lying sack of shit. Accuser. There you go. Always accusing the other person. He's a worse fucking money grubbing murdering liar than I am. So she, crazy bitch. Okay. You do know we have Rockefeller surveillance equipment. Like I told you, if he gives you a gun, he's going to have a gun that's better than you. He knows. The crazy man knew he was aware of what he was doing, and when he understood me, he knew what he was doing. Okay? You're just aware of what you're doing. You haven't got a clue of what you're fucking doing. All right, peace.